Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly love reading for Scorpio. Hope you guys are all well. Everything's going good for you. Hope a lot of you are coming out of lockdown and hermit mode slowly. I know in a lot of places it is. Some of you aren't. I know I've seen a few comments where people are still in lockdown. You know, it's tough, but it's a good time to think about your love life, soul search, what you really want, what you don't want, right? Getting everything into perspective, searching for those answers within yourself. And, you know, you could be out there scoping out people on dating sites, you know, that kind of thing. Some people are. Some people use social media, get interested in someone through their friends. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. That's what it's all about, right? It's the world we live in. All right, Scorpio, what is going on? What is the overall energy surrounding you in your love life? Ooh, there we go. You have the moon. You have the sun. Oh, and you have the Nine of Fire. Oh, some of you have some fear of a new beginning in love, exposing your feelings. You feel a bit guarded, not so sure you want to surrender. Look at that. Some of you are, though. You're thinking about love and romance and a new beginning. You're looking at this energy here. Yeah, I think I'm ready to surrender to this. I think I'm ready for this new beginning. Okay, but it could go either way. It's either surrender or just give up on it. I don't know. There's a little bit of fear. But there is something you're going to become clear about. And I'm going to tell you, I feel like you're going to go for it. I do. I think you may need to express your fears, okay, to get this new beginning going. You need to go within a little shadow work, get clear within yourself. Just like I was saying when I was meditating, right? A lot of people need to do this. They need to look deep within themselves. You may need to surrender your fears to do this. You need to express them, not to the other person so much, maybe, right? More than likely both, but you need to do it within yourself first. And when you do it within yourself, you have this new beginning. Everything is brighter and clear. So I feel like you're going to surrender to love here. I do. I think you have some kind of fear, a little shadow work, but oh, it's a very romantic card as well. Yes. Yeah, you're fighting yourself, okay? You've got some internal battles going on, seeking the truth, okay? You may have had some conflict with somebody. You feel like you're not getting all the answers, but I feel like this is something internal. So let's have a look. You could be watching somebody on the internet. You may be wondering if there's competition or what's really going on. You have some kind of fear. So yeah, you have a Three of Pentacles. So there is a need for cooperation and teamwork. You're thinking about this, okay? You're a little afraid, okay? Because you don't know if someone's actually telling you the truth, if they're cooperating. You're not so sure if they're compatible or if you actually have enough in common. So it's okay. Do that shadow work. Think about it. Get clear within yourself. A little bit of an internal struggle. You are probably worried this person has competition. There may be a third party or something like that. You're not so sure you want to cooperate. Or maybe somebody's not cooperating with you. They're not telling you everything. And it's, you're feeling conflicted. But I feel like it's time to take action, time to find that clarity, time to go within, okay, and think about whether or not you want to team up with somebody, if you want to surrender, or if they are compatible. So there you are, a single person. You are tired of being single. I feel like there's always a lot of struggles, lack of clarity. Maybe you have people who haven't told you the truth in the past. They kind of hold back. It's sort of it's not what they do tell you, it's what they don't tell you, okay? Because, a little bit of, it's not so much dishonesty. It's kind of like, I'm just not going to tell you everything. I'm going to tell you this much, and that's because I feel that's the best way for me to approach this. So you may have that kind of energy. So you definitely need to figure this out, whether you're compatible with this person. You really want to make sure that I feel like you feel as though they're not cooperating. They're just not telling you everything. You're tired of being single, but I do feel like one thing you are going to get clear, you have everything you need, and you will stay single if this person doesn't surrender and tell you everything. So it could be them. I see some Pisces. I see some Leo energy. Yeah, so you want something stable. You really want a commitment. I feel like you have a little bit of fear of that too. You're not 100% clear whether this person's compatible or you want to commit to them, or if they're never going to commit to you and they're not telling the truth. There's something that's missing. So get yourself grounded. Now, I do feel like you want a commitment. You are tired of being single. I mean, you know, you get this look. She's just like, oh, is this ever going to happen? Am I going to be single forever? I have everything but love. And I feel you have, some of you probably have a home, you're financially stable, you got it all, but you don't have love. You want that new beginning. And you need to express that within yourself. It's like some of you are probably like, nah, I don't really want a commitment. There's some shadow work to do, because I feel like a lot of you actually do. Okay, feel like this is you. You need to surrender to your truth. All right, you need to get clear with yourself, because once you do, it's like the sun shines, right? Everything just looks brighter and it's so much better. So if you have some fears that you need to look at, or the person, it could be the person around you as well. Okay, so yeah. Look at that. Yeah, hermit mode. Yeah, so some of you are in hermit mode. You're going to soul search this. You're doing a little shadow work. You're looking for answers. I feel like you could be watching someone to see, like, because there's, like, you're not so sure you're believing everything they say. Like, there's something missing. It's like they're not cooperating completely. They're not being a team player. So you're not sure if you're compatible. Some of you feel like, it's like, I'm never going to find anyone who's compatible, that'll team up with me. I'm going to be single forever. It's also a fear. And it's like, once it's there, then you have this fear of commitment, okay? Because of things that have happened in the past. You've had a lot of challenges. So very cool energy. Yeah. So some of you feel like there's just no hope. Nobody's ever going to surrender to you. You feel like just giving up on love altogether. But I think you should take that time to clear out some of this old energy, to soul search this. And I feel it could be someone coming towards you that's checking you out as well. Or it is actually them. You know yourself. Everyone's story is going to be a little different. There's that, yeah, someone regrets not surrendering. Someone feels there, and you also feel like there's no hope with somebody because there's this person. They could be a Pisces, Virgo, Leo. It really could be anybody. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. I see, there's other water energy, Pisces and Cancer. So I feel as though it's like, you feel like there's no hope. You feel like just giving up. But I feel like there's somebody who's looking at you, and I feel like they regret something, not telling you the truth, holding back, creating and it creates conflict, and it creates illusion, confusion, and fear. And they're starting to see that. They may have a fear of opening up. They may have had a fear of, and if it's down the middle, you both may not have been clear with each other. All right. You both probably have to do a little bit of shadow work, but I feel the other person definitely needs to do some of that inner work. They're looking at this. They want something stable. They're thinking, do I want something stable? This is some deep soul searching, with the sun. Like, they are looking for clarity. And I also feel like there's someone who feels there may be competition. That you might not even know who this person is. To be honest, it could be a complete mystery. They could be checking you out, wanting to know if you're married in a commitment, all right, or if you're even single. And they may not be able to get that clarity. Okay, so they may feel like giving up, like there's no hope to find out the truth about you, or vice versa. Yeah, so afraid to surrender and just, I'm just going to let go of this. I'm not going to go for this person. I can't find out what's going on. You may have connected at some point. Okay, might have been, you may have had some fun together. Who knows? You could have met anywhere. You could have been out playing baseball at some time, or some sport, anything. It doesn't have to be a negative energy. But there, you may have communicated, but you were never clear. You never found out what you needed to know about each other. So I kind of got a feeling you're both checking each other out, looking for answers. And maybe there's someone here you had an argument with because they weren't telling you everything. They weren't cooperating. And so you were afraid. You sort of just stayed single. It doesn't look like there was a real relationship or anything. You didn't feel safe and secure with them. Well, this person's checking you out to see if you're still around. They may, and if it is this person, or it could be another person, because I do feel like you got competition here. Okay. Yeah, I feel like somebody's maybe regretting not surrendering to this, not coming towards you and telling you everything, and creating conflict if it is that person, because there's something hidden. You may have a few people checking you out, looking for answers, seeing what you're up to. I see Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, air energy. I see earth energy. I see fire. That's more than likely you. Pretty interesting. Yeah, so it's, you know, this could go either way. Let's have one more card here, Scorpio. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, you're thinking of just giving up. All right. Some of you feel like giving up on love. I think you need to soul search. You need to get some clarity. You need to understand what your fears are. So for some of you, this is a particular person. I feel like you need to put an end to those fears. All right. It's time to surrender and let go. Do that shadow work. Try to figure out what it is that makes you afraid. Every time someone you don't get the clarity right away, you feel like they're not cooperating, or you may not be compatible, okay? And someone's looking at you to see if you're compatible. They're looking at you. They're checking you out, seeing what's in common. You know, are you stable? Are you financially stable? Are you single? Do you live with anyone? Are you committed or not? You might have a couple of people, but I don't think you should give up on love. Yeah, you're thinking about putting an end to something with somebody. You may be could be you soul searching something and checking someone out, and you don't feel there's a lack of safety and security here with somebody. You're thinking of just staying single, or you're not sure they are. You feel that, you know, it's like this hopeless and helpless, a little bit of a pity party. Let it go. Okay. It's like you're giving up. You're putting an end to something, but you want things to go in your favor. You're going to go through a transformation. I feel like what you need to let go is your fears. It's time to put it to rest. Surrender to love. Things will go in your favor, and this is going to bring you good luck. Yeah, it's a cycle that you need to end. And it could be somebody around you too. So yeah, see, a cycle of fear, confusion, illusion, hiding things. Do that shadow work, okay? So you put an end to this cycle and move forward. Yeah, don't give up on love. Surrender to fears. Let go of the love. Release that, because it's keeping you like this, feeling like there's no hope. So every time you meet somebody and you don't get the clarity and they don't tell you everything, you immediately feel like they're up to something, okay? And you become fearful. And I think that's part of the problem. But like I said, this could flip. I'm getting a lot of that kind of energy. There's a lot of people who, I mean, let's face it, people over a period of time dating in our lives, we start to think the same. You know, dating, people are like, oh, this reading sounds the same. But you got to remember, people are the same. People go through a lot of those same processes. You know, it's tradition, it's old school beliefs and things like that, the old school way of doing things. So it has a tendency to just be there. And, you know, let's face it, relationships are relationships. There's a lot of everyone has different issues and nuances, but as a collective, it's really a lot of the similar energy. So I feel like there's a situation here like this where there's a person where there's a lack of clarity. You're both probably watching each other, wanting to know the truth, feeling like each of you aren't speaking your truth. And it is due to fear, hiding things, keeping secrets. It's creating all this inner conflict. And it could be just something that you do because of fear overall with anybody. And it also could be the issue of somebody who's checking you out. Somebody, you know, they see you take care of yourself in your home and you've got everything, okay? But it could be you looking at them too. I feel like somebody's not single, that they're acting single and they're not. You feel like it's hopeless. Don't stop turning your back on how you feel. Like, feel those feelings. Do that shadow work. Put an end to the fear. It's time for a transformation. Letting go. See how this card's really negative, and this one is funny how this one's more positive. It's surrendering to it. See those beautiful stars? See the lights? This is a beautiful energy. Let go. Take that guard down and get yourself out there. Stop being afraid. I feel like there's possibly someone here maybe who's watching you or understands you, and they're thinking about you in that way. They're becoming clear that you have a fear, quite possibly. So take it however it resonates. Maybe they feel it's kind of hopeless that you'll ever let go of these fears to move forward. Could be somebody who you've had an argument with, or yeah. It's definitely someone here. There's a need for a new beginning. I think if you do this, I think you get the clarity. The sun is going to shine. You're going to feel like a weight is lifted, and you are going to just like, I'm going to go for this. I'm going to put an end to this fear. I'm going to go for this. Because if you don't, and you don't reach that state of clarity, you don't both, you know, or, you know, yourself or them speak that truth, you're going to miss something here, I feel. Yeah, so here, look at that. Yeah, so it's time for change. Time to stop fighting with yourself. I feel like it's inner conflict. You're fighting yourself here, and you're not being honest with yourself. That shadow work, your own fears. It's time for change. Lovely energy. Yeah, it's time to be realistic and practical. Take some time to think about change. Maybe it's time to, stop walking away, turning your back on these feelings, okay? Whatever it is, you got some kind of fear, and you need to come, and it could be, like I said, it could be someone around you that has it, so take it as it resonates. And it could be, like I said, for some of you, it's both of you. Yes, so I feel like, some of you feel like there's somebody here where it's like you're single and you're tired of it. You always end up single. There's always conflict, competition, challenges. And things get going. It never really gets a chance to go anywhere, and it ends. Somebody walks away. And it could be you if you got Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your chart, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, I feel like it's both of you. You're both need to be realistic and practical. You both walk away from love. You're both walking away. And now it's time to change and to walk towards that 10 of Cups. It's time to cooperate and compromise, to, you know, do that shadow work. Look at the hidden things about somebody that you may not see, and also within yourself. All right, the things that you have in common. Someone's thinking of you that way. I think you're both... It's like you have that in common is the fear. Okay, I see that. And I feel as though they're looking at you. They feel like you have a lot of things in common. You both do. And yeah, it's interesting. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles. Why is this here? What are the things that you have in common? What makes you compatible? What makes you compatible? Makes you team players. Yeah, your fears. Walking away before you let things evolve and grow because of fear. Because everything's not clear right off the get-go. Yeah, so manifesting away. So some of you are manifesting something, and you're afraid of being manipulated. Okay. But this is manifesting away. This is what you do. You do the shadow work. You manifest a way to fix yourself, fix your fears, all right, to have a new beginning. Somebody is trying to manifest you. They are fighting. Someone's doing their shadow work. And if you have these fears like them, and that's what you have in common, you need to do the same, okay? Manifest to fix yourself. You are both compatible. You're both manifestors. You both want to manifest a new beginning. You've been doing this, but it's like before things become emotional, before the real fresh new start and the emotions come out, you're walking away because somebody's like, oh, they're not telling me everything. Oh, I'm not sure if this is right for me because I'm not clear. I don't know if I can tell them about my fears. I think I'm just going to run away. Maybe move towards somebody else, okay? But it's really walking away from those emotions and those fears, walking away too soon. So tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, I see this energy for a lot of water signs this week. So we have, yeah, so here it is. Like some of you have had a really tough time in love. Am I ever going to find love? Every time I offer my cup, somebody walks away too quick, or I have fears and I walk away. Like, you know, yeah, it's time. Some of you want that new beginning. You want stability. You want someone who makes you feel safe and secure. You want that somebody who's reliable, right? You want that reliable love. And I feel the other person is, you're soul searching this too, but I feel like this other person, somebody is looking at you. They are thinking about you, that you may be exactly the same as they are. Oh yes, they're becoming clear, right? They're going within soul searching, maybe their own shadow work and their own fears, but because of it, they're recognizing you and what happened between you, okay? Because I feel like you both have been through a lot of challenges, like a lot of fights, a lot of endings. It always ends in conflict, okay? It always ends, and it's like, if you want things to move forward, you have to take action to change, and that's to do that inner work. Stop hiding your fears from yourself. Yeah, this is an awakening. So there is somebody who wants to come back around towards you, okay? And they possibly are going through what you are. You so want this love. Like, you are so ready. Like, I feel as though it looks almost like you've done your work, okay? Or this person has when they come to you. So you know whether or not you've done your work or not. Be honest with yourself, okay? If you haven't, it's not always a huge process. It's not always a big deal, but yeah, sometimes it is. But man, like I said, the sun starts to shine. Everything's like fresh and brand new. You'll see things totally different. Everything becomes illuminated. I think somebody is seeing you through their own fears, okay? They're getting it. So lovely. Yeah, it's a wake-up call. Somebody is rising from the ashes. I feel like you're going to, and I feel like you're going to become very stable. Look at this beautiful energy. It's an awakening. It's waking up to the possibilities of love, surrendering to it, seeing what it can bring into your life instead of being afraid. Every time there's a little conflict, it's like, oh, it's over. I'm walking away, right? I'm afraid where this is go. I've been hurt. It's been this uphill battle. I guess I'm just destined to be single, you know, but no. You have all this love. You know deep inside you want that love to be reciprocated. You have to give it to someone, but you do need it in return. So let's see who this Hermit is. Ooh, that came out quick. Ooh, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be you or somebody. We got Cancer and Pisces here, Scorpio. So, somebody realizes they love you. Somebody has become emotionally available. They're awake to the idea of offering that cup of love. Like I said, you or them, King and Queen of Cups. Look at that. I feel like it's the other person. Yeah, they've been soul searching. They know. They're very clear now. They've done that shadow work. They are ready to face those fears and to open up. Okay, it's rebirth. It's rising from the ashes. Beautiful. Somebody else got a reading similar, and it was Cancer and Pisces in it too, possibly Scorpio. So you guys are probably all dealing with some similar energy, and of course, because water signs do connect, right? You will share that. So 5. I don't know if it was Cancer or Pisces, Scorpio that had a similar read. Can't quite remember. 5 of Cups. What's going on with this 5 of Cups? Why is this here? 5 of Cups energy. What is this feeling hopeless? Yeah, so I feel like there was somebody. Yeah, so I feel like there is a particular person of interest here. One in particular. Although this has to do with like your whole dating history to some degree. There is somebody here who regrets rushing in and rushing out. And it could be you, but they could be Aries, Leo, Sag energy, okay? Somebody who came rushing in for the passion. Somebody may regret doing that. And the reason they did it is they were afraid to surrender, okay? So they rushed in all passionate in a big hurry, and then they didn't surrender in the end, okay? They were guarded, defensive. They didn't want to take their walls down. They weren't so sure if it was the right thing to do, so they rushed in and rushed out. Well, someone regrets it, but some of you feel like there's no hope, because every time you connect with somebody and things get going, it ends, right? Things get going, it evolves, and then bang, there's conflict, okay? And so it could be you, it could be them. So there's regret, remorse. Somebody might feel a little bit embarrassed, a little bit of shame for acting like that. Whether it's you or this person, I kind of feel like it's them. They may have Leo in their chart, okay, or they could be a Leo with water in their chart for some of you. But really technically anybody, okay? I'm trying to not get too wrapped up in the signs. I feel it's much better to just go on the energy. Tell me about this 9 of Wands. Yeah, so somebody wasn't reciprocating. They didn't want to surrender. They stopped reaching out. They rushed in, they rushed out. Well, they regret that. They regret not sharing more, telling you about their fears, expressing themselves and putting it out there, okay? So I do feel like this person does want to reach out. I feel like they could have some earth in their chart. I do see some earth energy here. Yeah, they want things to move forward. So if there was something that stopped here, this person probably just stopped talking to you, I feel. And I feel as though, It's a cycle that kind of ended, but I feel as though you need to share this with somebody. You need to share all of you, not breadcrumbs, okay? Or that's what happens with you. But there's a cycle that's ending, okay? There's a new, which means there's a new cycle beginning. And that is, like I said, that new end to this fear, put an end to something, it's time, and move forward. Do that shadow work. End the fears. That's really what it is. It's both of you, I feel, to be honest, because it's right here. So I feel like somebody stopped reaching out, so, you know, or you stopped reaching out to them because they rushed in and out. However that works, you know your story. But this is over. This person does want to come in and reciprocate something. They want to tell you something, but they're afraid to. And it has to do with the fears that they hold from their own issues that are probably not even related to you. So something's about to move forward, and I feel like it's a bit of an emotional roller coaster, stop, go at times. I feel things are going to move in your favor. I feel like this person wants to come forward, but something stopped, and it is because of fear. Something had to end, and I don't think there was cheating. I don't think, what needs to end is that inner conflict, the fear, sitting here up in your head, you or them, thinking, oh, is this right for me? Okay, it's not right. I'm not getting everything I need. I don't think they're telling me everything I need to know, so I'm just going to walk away and go find love elsewhere. But it always comes back around and ends the same. And it has to do with your own fears. But this one particular person, they love you and they want to express it. They want this new beginning, and they're very, very clear of it. I feel they have water in their chart, possibly Leo. And yeah, this person holds you in high regard. That what they want to make sure is that you're still single. So this is somebody coming back around where they didn't face their fears when they were with you, and it ended in conflict. And I feel like they really just want to know you're single. They want to express how they feel about you too, that they appreciate you, that they always did. They see all those good qualities about you. But I do feel that they are going to express to you that they have, it's a fear of commitment, or it's like they want to keep everything to themselves, and they've worked. They still have a bit of fear, though. I have to admit, there's still a bit of fear here, and it's like they want to keep everything to themselves. They've done a lot of this inner work. I do feel it's emotional inner work, and they're doing that shadow work, and they're trying to keep everything to themselves, right? Everything, all this hard work, everything they've done here, they don't really want to express it, but they're going to. And it could be you as well, because here you are. And they also want to make sure before they come towards you that you're single. So they're probably scoping you out. So some time may have gone by. Oh, Scorpio, you got something interesting. I don't feel like this is a bad person. I just feel like they didn't tell you everything. They weren't clear, and you had this suspicion that something was up, and you ran away. Or maybe they did, right? You're both facing it, right? Oh, that shadow side. But there's romance here, though. You have those feelings. The moon is about that, too. But it's also a lot of confusion. And that's another thing, is when you don't express yourself to somebody, right, or they don't express to you, the first thing you do is like, oh, they're seeing other people, or, oh, yeah, okay, they don't want to be honest. They don't really have any real, true intentions. You know, they're hiding everything. I'm just going to run away now while it's good. But if this person ran away, they're going to manifest a new beginning by going in, and they've done the shadow work. But they're, you know, they are a little afraid. They're trying to keep it to themselves, but they want to know if you're single. So they are coming out of this energy. They're going to move away. They may be coming towards you to make peace. They've learned a lot about their fears. They've learned a lot about themselves, their emotional being, who they are, and why they do what they do. But they're also, because they've learned about themselves, they've learned about you. You have some things that are in common, okay? Like you've manifest each other, you have things in common, and that's what they're kind of seeing. Oh, that's why we connect, because we both are scared to death, right? We have a fear of being hurt, to fear that there's always conflict, that it's just going to end in a fight. So anytime there's a little squabble or any kind of disagreement, I just run away. Okay, so yeah, this person does want to reconcile. They have very sweet feelings. They really always did appreciate and value you. So rest assured, okay, that they do. So they want to reconcile. And I feel like in the past, this person did sort of feel like they just wanted to stay single, All right, they thought, oh, I'm just going to stay single. I'm just too afraid to move forward. I have all these fears. I just can't surrender to this. But they're gonna. They want to reconcile. They are missing you. They have sweet feelings and memories. And they just want to make sure you're single. They definitely are. And I feel it's a vice versa. Those fears are still a little bit there, but you're going to surrender. You will eventually let go of it and surrender to each other. So you got to, and that's not just surrendering and keeping it to yourself. It's literally surrendering and communicating it. It has to be exposed. Somebody's about to make a decision to do that. They want something stable. Someone's about to make the decision to commit. Okay, so yes, something solid, something reliable. Someone feel, and you need to be probably, I see, a little, you need to cooperate with each other too, because you need to give this person a chance to feel safe to express themselves and vice versa. Okay, tell me about the Nine of Fire. Oh, Scorpio, lovely energy. Yeah, you're both feeling that. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, King and Queen of Wands. You both may have some fire in your chart. You're find each other very attractive. You're going to surrender to each other. But the problem is both of you have this fiery controlling energy. Now you got to remember, Scorpio, you are water, but you also are fire because you have that Mars energy. So you come across as pretty fiery. That's where you get that scorpion sting, right? Where you just get ticked off and walk away, and you know, you do that. And you sometimes when you're finished with somebody, you're completely finished because you have a fear of going back to anyone from your past. Okay, one thing you're not afraid of is change. Scorpios generally, like, you're the one who I feel can change how you feel if you go within. I do feel like Scorpios are good at that. They're good at endings and changes, and they do it very well. I also feel like that you wear a lot of black, as a lot of Scorpios do, because for some reason I'm just like, whoa, there's a lot of black here. You wear a lot of black. You may change that. You may be thinking about changing that too. I see some little things in here where you're thinking about changing your look, and because you're on a whole new cycle now. Okay, you're on a whole new cycle. You're so ready for some romance and love. You're ready to face your fears and just let it go. Your person as well, they may also have some Scorpio in their chart, just so you know. They definitely are watery, but I see fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, you're both really, neither one of you want to surrender to the other person due to this fear, but you're going to. Okay, this cycle will end. Some of you, like, you just don't want to, and the cycle's going to end, and you're going to just end this and walk away because you're too afraid. But 99% of you are going to see this through. You're going to fight for this connection because I actually feel like you share a lot of the same feelings. You actually want this to move forward. You don't want it to end. But at some point there was an ending. Okay, but this cycle's going to start over again. So whatever you do, don't start this cycle over again with fears. Make sure you release them. Do that shadow work. This person too, and I feel like you're both aware of that. So tell me about the King of Rods. You both want to be in control. You both want what you want. You're a good fit. You're a perfect match. You absolutely have that same balance. You both need to make this decision for yourselves, though. Okay, yeah, look at that. You both need to make the decision. You're just right, and I think you're both going to realize it. That's the balance between you, the things in common. You're both manifestors, too. You're manifesting each other, but you're manifesting a way to fix the situation, and that's fixing yourselves, recognizing yourself through the other person. Okay, so very nice. I'm going to grab some outcome cards. Oh, I'm ready to have some really massive sneezes here. Yes, Scorpio. Victim mentality. Yeah, so if that's a fear too. Like, I'm always the victim, this person's always fighting with me, it's always them, it's not me. Watch that energy too. Release that. Okay, be conscious. If you are feeling like you're always the victim, you're always single, no one, you always offer your cup, you never get it back, people are always lying to you, hiding, and you have this, fear of being a victim again, let go of it, okay? Just please release that energy, because when you want to bring in positive, happy energy, you have to think positive. You speak positive, you say nice things to people, you do nice, it's positive, 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 as you can be. I mean, like real life, right? But seriously, let go of that victim mentality if it's you. But I kind of got a feeling it might be the other person or both of you. I mean, I always put the outcome cards in the middle, so it's generally about both. And then we have the back and forth. Yeah, so it's both of you. So I do feel like you're kind of going to go back and forth with each other. There's a little indecision, okay, about reaching out. I do feel like you do have a lot of the same energy and issues. It's likely, like I said, it's what's bringing you together. You've met, connects with like a lot of times. And when you recognize that, through the eyes of the other person, vice versa, that's the shadow work. That's when you know. So I do feel like, look at this back and forth. You both care about each other. You both need to let the other person know your intentions. You need to get clear before you start to reach out to somebody, before you start the cycle again. You need to make sure you know exactly what you want. Okay, it's learning. Taking the things you learn to move forward. So yes. And then we have creative endeavor. So yeah, I feel like that's a creative endeavor. I feel there's some abundance here. I feel like the two of you could come together and have a lovely connection. If you can face your fears and talk to them and share. Instead of turning your back on each other and your feelings, you need to actually come together. You need to surrender. Okay, you need to make this decision. You each need to make it, but you also both want to see this through. It's letting go of that need to be in control. You're both kind of controlling. You both want what you want. You both are very determined. I feel like you're going to make a decision to stay together. Okay, in the end, a lot of you. Some of you may not, but I'm not really seeing it. I feel like you're going to come together and there's going to be a lot of abundance. You are going to create a new beginning, okay? This is something new. The healing light, yeah, so there's healing. You're both going to see the light. This is a little bit of spiritual connection here. This is 8, this is abundance. When you see the light and you see, right, look at that. Beautiful. One more for Scorpio. Lovely Scorpios. Commitment, yeah. Some of you are going towards a light, which is that person. You have a bond, you have a connection. You're very much the same. You're going to build each other up here too. This is the thing. Instead of tearing each other down, ending things, seeing all the dark and negative energy, you're going to start to see the light. You're going to sort of let go and surrender to love and connect. It's beautiful, you guys. And you have a commitment coming, and you both need to be committed to this journey that you're on together, okay? So, lovely. All right, take care of yourselves, and I will see you next week.